Guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. It's been a while since I've given you guys a peek into my collection other than mail days, which have become a little bit stagnant lately because I'm working on some really big things. So I wanted to put together another slideshow. It's been a long time since I've done a slideshow. Today's slideshow is going to be my top 10 LeBron James cards. I've got them sort of somewhat ordered based on approximate value, although it's very tough to tell. It's this video is not going to age well. It's June 22nd, 2022, and LeBron cards have been on the rapid, massive decline. Low end, mid end, high end, rookie, non-rookie, gold, purple, RPAs, it doesn't matter. His cards have been on the decline, and so this is going to be interesting to go back and look at in 3 years. Hopefully, I'll be pleasantly surprised at the change between now and maybe 3-5 years from now when LeBron starts to fade out of the game, or at least that's, I guess, a reasonable projection of when he'll start to fade out of the game when he gets into his 40s. But without any delay, let me get you guys over here. We're going to do a slideshow like I always like to do, because that way you can get good images of the cards, and we'll talk about the pop, the current value, and then the highest the cards ever sold for. And I think you guys are going to see that these cards have often sold for significantly higher prices than they are worth right now. So let's get going. My top 10 LeBron James cards. As always, I like to throw a couple extras in there for you guys. So we're going to do 3 honorable mention cards that didn't quite make it into the top 10. Number 1 on our list, and you are going to want to stay tuned for the number 1 card because it's sort of a cheat card. I'll let you guys see and see what you guys think about it, but my number 1 LeBron James card is really going to surprise you guys, and I think it's probably a card that even LeBron James collectors may not have seen. Anyway, a little teaser there, but number 1 on our honorable mention is our 2007 Finest Black Refractor, numbered to 75. This is a Pop 6 card in PSA 10 condition. I've got a couple of ranges, a couple of question marks. A lot of these cards are such low population, and there's been so much volatility in the wrong direction for LeBron cards lately that it's tough to put a current fair market value on. This card is probably worth about $1,800 to $2,000. That's totally a guess. The highest this card's ever sold for. This is the only one where the answer is I have no clue. I know what I paid for it, and it's a lot more than $1,800 or $2,000, but I don't know what the highest sale on a public setting is because I couldn't find one. I looked in 130 Point, I looked at Card Ladder, I just couldn't find it. Card number 2 on our honorable mention list, I think you guys are going to like. You guys know how much I love the 2012 Prism set, one of my favorite sets, especially the silvers, the golds, and the green parallels. Those are the only 3 parallels there are. There's only a few insert sets. This is one of them. It's the NBA Finalists insert set. This is the 2012 Prism Finalists Silver Prism. I guess back then they just called it Prism, but this is the silver or the refractor or whatever the heck you want to call it. It's not the base. This card in PSA 10 condition is a Pop 7. I think it's worth about $1,300 to $1,500, and the highest this card has ever sold for was $3,051 on a public platform. Next on our honorable mention list is another, we're going to be on a little run here of 2012 Prism Silver, is the 2012 Prism Silver Downtown Bound PSA 10. This card's a Pop 5. I'm guessing the Downtown Bound has always been a little bit more highly sought after than the NBA Finalist insert. So this card's probably worth a shade more than the NBA Finalist that we just looked at. So in PSA 10 condition, I think this card is currently worth $2,000 to $2,500. It's kind of a broad range, I know, but that's just my best guess. The highest the card's ever sold for, hilariously enough, is $437, and that was many years ago. And again, that's the problem with comping cards like this with pops that are 5 or below or 10 or below, is sometimes it's hard to go find a recent comp. And if you do find the recent comp, it might be pre-COVID, pre-hobby explosion, all that nonsense. So pretty funny to see this card is significantly more valuable than the last sale, but it's also probably significantly less valuable than it would have been 12 to 15 months ago, as we all know. And that's it for the honorable mention. So let's get cranking on the 10 big boys, the 10 that matter. Again, I'm working on this collection. It is not a final product. It is a work in progress. I am almost 100% certain to add probably 2 or 3 into this top 10 at or before the National or shortly after the National, just depending on what the LeBron market does. I am very excited about the LeBron market right now. There's a dip And he's probably my second biggest PC behind Jordan. He's somewhere right there with Giannis. So either my second or third biggest PC. Card number 10 on our list. Here we are again. It's the 2012 Prism set once again. This is probably the best insert in that set. This is the MVP insert. It's mislabeled. Doesn't say most valuable player or MVP anywhere on the card itself. But this is 2012 Prism Silver MVP insert. It is a Pop 5 card. It's worth $2,200 to $2,500. The highest it's ever sold for is $3,200. This is my favorite of the 3 silver inserts that I have. I don't have the USA silver insert in PSA 10 condition, but I plan to snatch it at some point if it becomes available, especially now during, like I said, this great buying window for LeBron. That was card number 10. Card number 9, moving right along, is going to be a 2008 Topps Chrome, what's affectionately and commonly referred to in the hobby as the Chalk Toss Refractor. This is card number 23 in 2008 Chrome. It's that horizontal card showing LeBron arms outstretched and the chalk flying up in the air, which has come to be his custom and to get going pre-game and to get psyched up and people come by and watch and really enjoy it, even though they get chalk up in their lungs and whatnot. But this 2008 Topps Chrome, this is the refractor, so not the base, but it's the refractor. It is a Pop 103 card, so one of the highest population cards you're going to see on the list today. One of. It's probably worth about $3,000 right now, but look at that highest sale. This card was once worth $10,500. So that's probably 1/3 of its highest value, a little bit less than 1/3 of its highest value. It's about 1/3.5, if that's actually a math phrase, but that is not going to be the biggest disparity that you're going to see on this slideshow, I assure you. So get used to it. Again, LeBron cards are significantly down from where they were about 12 to 15 months ago. Card number 8 on our list is a 2006 Finest Black Refractor. This is a 4th year LeBron card by my calculations. This is his Black Refractor from Finest. It is numbered to 99. It's card number 22 in the set. LeBron's shooting his patented fadeaway jumper in PSA 10 condition. This card's a Pop 12. It's worth about $32.50 on the market. Again, that's my best guess. The highest this card's ever sold for is $42.50. So again, my current calculation could be off a little bit. It could be worth a little bit less than $32.50, but serial numbered to 99, Pop 12, PSA 10. I think that I'm about right. And black refractors and gold refractors have held their value a little bit better than most of LeBron's other cards. That's number 8 on our list. Moving on, number 7. This is one of my favorites. A little outside the box, and it is a LeBron James rookie card. I think it's maybe the first rookie card we've looked at yet. This is his 2003 Topps Pristine Uncommon Refractor. It is serial numbered to 499. It's card number 102 in the set. It is a BGS 10, which is a great way to reduce your population and get sort of a nice pop control, because BGS 10s are harder to come by even than PSA 10s, as we all know. The value, I'm going to guess right here, is about $4,500. It's only got a 9.5 for surface, 10s and all other subgrades. The highest this card ever sold for was $89.88, so just shy of $9,000, so about half the highest it's ever been worth. I like this card moving forward. I truly love the Pristine product. This is not going to be, well, this is not the only Topps Pristine LeBron rookie card in my collection. I have many, many, many others, but this is probably the most noteworthy of the LeBron Topps Pristine rookie cards that I have in my collection. In fact, I know it is. Card number 6 on our list is the 2008 Topps Chrome Orange Refractor, numbered to 499. Deja vu, we're back to the Chalk Toss refractor, except this is the orange variation. This one is serial numbered to 499. It's only a Pop 39. It's worth about $6,500, $7,000. The card once sold for an eye-popping $12,500. And obviously it's been on a steady decline since then. I luckily did not buy it at that highest sale price, but I probably wasn't much below there, considering that I jumped pretty heavy into the LeBron market at about the worst possible time. Not the worst, but pretty dang close to it. This card is really exciting, and it is a part of a 3-card rainbow that I have with this Chalk Toss card. Just to give you a little teaser of another card that's coming up. I'm sure you can guess which one. Card number 5 on our list. Here it is. Teaser revealed. This is the 2008 Topps Chrome Chalk Toss X-Fractor, number to 288, which is an arbitrary number to say the least. I'm not sure where they came up with that number. In PSA 10 condition, this card's a pop 31. I've got a value on here, despite the fact that it's a much lower serial number than the orange. I've got a value of about the same, 6,500 to 7,000. It's tough to say, but look at that highest sold value, 27,060. I feel so bad for the person that bought at that peak. Luckily, I wasn't that person. Again, I'm getting murdered on the value of this card from an investor perspective, but I'll be honest with you fellas and gals, I'm planning to keep this card and all three of the Chalk Toss cards for so long that I'm not really super concerned with how far away I am from the peak. As long as I didn't buy at the peak, I feel pretty good about it. This is a long-term PC card. I really like the fact that it's numbered to 288. I think the Chalk Toss is one of his most meaningful non-rookie year cards, and so for that reason, I've put three of them into my collection, as you've seen. Card number 4 on our list, getting down to nut cutting time. It is the 2003 Topps Chrome number 111. I have 5 copies of this card. Believe it or not, some of these cards I pulled from packs in 2003, graded, and got a PSA 10. Some of these cards I bought for significantly more than the current value of $7,975. One thing that I know is not correct is that pop, so I apologize for that error. Let me look that number up real quick. It is definitely not a pop 41. It is a pop 2,186, so my apologies, that is a mistake. Clearly, I don't want the entire hobby to go into a panic. It is 2,186 pop, which is part of the reason we've seen this card diminish from a $43,100 card to a $7,975 card. Just to give you guys some idea, all time this card is up 3,867%. But over the last 2 years, it's down 15%. Over the last year, it's down 38%. Even over the last 3 months, it's down 16%. So this card just continues to fall as the pop continues to rise. I don't know if you would believe this, but the card has actually had about another 100 added to the population just in the past 14, 15 months. So crazy high pop card, but again, it's still an $8,000 card. It's still his flagship commodity rookie card that most new entrants to the hobby like to stash into their collection. I bought 5 of them. I've got tons of PSA 9s. I've got tons of BGS 9.5s as well. So I'll be sitting on those long term. Again, I am mucho upside down on those. But I am not going to panic, and I'm not a person who's going to, barring some unforeseen liquidity issue in my life, I am not going to throw these cards into the market like so many others are right now at a time of incredibly high supply and incredibly low demand. I'm just not going to do it. So we'll see where that card hits when it comes to rock bottom. Maybe it's 5,000. Maybe it's already hit the bottom. I don't know. If we look at the last week, let's look at the last 2 weeks on this card. It's up 27% in the last 2 weeks. So small sample size, 8 cards, but nonetheless, it's also up 8.5% over the last month. So maybe we've hit the bottom and it started to spring back forward. Who knows? Maybe that's just the optimist in me coming out since I own 5 of them. Card number 3 on our list, card I'm really fond of. Really like this card. This is the 2003 Topps First Edition. So if you like the Topps paper, but you want to reduce that massive mega population, one way to do it is to get this parallel copy, which is the 2003 Topps First Edition card number 221. This is a pop 116 card. It is super clean, super squeaky clean. The white borders match with his brilliant white suit that everybody remembers from that famous draft day. The card's worth $9,640. The highest this card has ever sold for. Are you sitting down for this? Oh my gosh. $48,500. So half of a cool 100,000 this card almost hit. Today it is worth less than 10,000. So again, I pray for the people that bought at that peak number. I know a lot of people in the hobby want to damn those people and sling arrows and harass people who bought at the peak, saying "I told you so, I told you so." Again, none of us really knew, even though we knew cards had peaked too much too fast. I don't think any of us had any idea that just 12 to 15 months later, cards were going to drop by 80%. Again, luckily I dodged that bullet. I didn't buy this card at that number. I was happy to pick this card up in a PWCC auction for a much more reasonable, manageable number. So I'm happy to sit this thing in my collection for a very, 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 very long time. because I like collecting LeBron along with Jordan and Giannis. Next on our list is a very rare card. You're not going to see this very often. I think there's one on eBay for like $1 trillion or something like that. It's the 2012 Prism Green #1. So this is his green parallel from 2012. Remember, as I mentioned, there is only the green, the silver, and the gold. The green is much more rare than the silver. It was retail only. It is significantly more rare in PSA 10. It is significantly lower print run than the silver. So despite the fact that that might have changed at some point during the Panini era where green became less, there was fewer quantity of green back in the day. Now there's more quantity of green than silver, or so we think, which is why the silver is worth so much more than the green. I don't know what's going on with Panini or why they decided to make green, why they decided to proliferate green more than the silver and where they overlapped or whatever. So I'm not an expert on all those print runs. I just know this. There's only 4 PSA 10s. I love the card. I love the set. I love anything rare from 2012 Prism LeBron that I can get my hands on. And so this one's about a $10,000 to $12,000 card. I'm not really sure. The highest it's ever sold for is $25,200. So I'm into it for significantly less than all of those numbers, which makes me super happy. Next on our list, card #1, and this is the teaser that I was telling you guys about, and I didn't mean to whet your appetite and then spoil it, but this is sort of a tricky card, and there's a reason it's the most valuable LeBron James card in my collection. It is because it's also got Michael Jordan on it. So it is a 2006 UD Reflections Mirror Image Dual Auto Patch, gold, serial numbered to 10, dual patch auto, BGS 8.5, auto 10. Is that enough of a mouthful for you guys? That's what she said. If you look at the Jordan patch, it's phenomenal. The LeBron patch is a 2-color patch, not a bad one itself. The Jordan patch is absurd, though. This is serial number 10 out of 10. It is a Pop 2 card in BGS 8.5. There are 2 higher 9s, and there is one 9.5, if I recall. I think that's right. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, I think there's 2 8.5s, 2 9s, and then one 9.5. 6 ever been graded. My guess is a couple of those were probably Kraken resubs. Hell, my card might have been a Kraken resub. I bought it on the secondary market. I remember when, I remember how much, and I feel pretty good about it. There is no highest sale recorded. I think I did this in a private, I might have said open market. I did this in a private sale, guys, about a little over 2 years ago when I picked this card up. I was looking for dual Jordan and LeBron autograph cards. I know some people don't like the fact that they're, facing opposite directions, front and back, and most people like to see Jordan and LeBron, both patches and both autos, just on the front of the card. I thought this one was unique. I think there's a lot of dual Jordan LeBron autos where they're both on the front. This one is a little bit different, so I like it. It is a Pop 2 card. It's about, I don't know, I'm guessing here. Somebody comment below if I'm absolutely nuts, but I've turned down more than $20,000, so I'm going to put on here a conservative $20,000 estimate, and the highest sale is, I have no idea what the highest sale is. So that's it, guys. That is 1 through 10 plus 3 nice little honorable mentions for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this peek into my personal collection. I don't do this too often. I do it because I do PC a couple of guys, and I think it's kind of fun to share what I bought, why I bought it, what my plans are as far as buy, sell, hold, more, whatever. So LeBron, I think, is probably my second biggest PC. He's a significant ways behind my Jordan collection, but probably somewhere right there with my Giannis collection as far as value. And then, as you guys know, if you watch my channel, I also have a nice Doncic collection and a nice Shaquille O'Neal collection. So those are really my 5, kind of established low risk guys that I collect. If you can call Giannis and Doncic low risk, I think you probably can at this point. I do have large portions of my collection, although not quite to this extent value wise, of like Anthony Simons, Kevin Porter Jr., Jaylen Brown, De'Aaron Fox, a couple of those guys that I collect on the side, Darius Garland, just to name a few, but nothing to this extent. So this is one of my 5 primary vet PCs, we'll call it. How about that? So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you like these top 10 videos and the slideshows. I hope it's not too business and corporate and white collar, and it's I try to make it a little bit fun, but also educational and entertaining. So thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.